has gotten together with a bunch of Russians during the campaign and found out that, it was about the campaign. They wanted to help his dad. That's colluding. And when he got the email, what did Donnie Jr. say?
I love it. I love it. I really love it so.
Yeah, really liked it. So Donnie Jr. is in trouble. Jared Kushner is in trouble. Maybe Ivanka's in trouble. Can I pardon my children? Can I pardon my family? And most of all, Mr. Lawyer, most of all, most important of all, can I pardon myself? Donald Trump wants to know from his lawyers if he could pardon himself. So now, no matter what comes against him, what evidence comes out, Robert Mueller's investigation that points to Donald Trump, just like the evidence coming out that came out back in the 70s against President Richard Nixon about the Watergate break-in, and it pointed to Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon had to leave office under scandal. The only president who ever had to do that, Republican president, had to leave office. Now he says, can I stay? Can I pardon myself and stay, even if they come up with evidence that I colluded? A treasonous, case against me, can I stay by pardoning myself? And of course his lawyer said, yes, Donnie, you could pardon anybody you want. And that is what he's come out with today. This weekend, he's come out and said that, let me read it. While all agree, well, that's not true at all. All agree, this is what he tweeted, all agree the U.S. president has complete power to pardon. Why think of that when the only crime so far was leaks against us, fake news? So when asked about this, his spokesholes have said, no, he's not thinking about pardoning himself to avoid, criminality. He's just curious about his powers. It's curiosity, general curiosity about his powers as president. And one of his powers is pardoning people. So he's just curious, like a curious kid who wants to know, hey, what can I do? This is fun, like a new toy. How far will this go? No, he's worried. The noose is tightening around his neck. He sees Robert Mueller wants to now look into his finances and his family's finances. And he knows that's that closet full of skeletons, man. He might be in big trouble for many things. Prosecutable crimes might be found. He looks into his finances. He wants to know if he could pardon himself. Get that get out of jail card. Yep. That's what it's come to now, folks. Now he's looking to pardon himself. And those who are supporting him are saying, of course he has the power to pardon anybody he wants, even himself. Now, it does say in the Constitution, when it comes to impeachment, that power stops. And it only has to do with federal crimes. Can he pardon somebody? Okay, there is a difference. But do we want to say the president is above the law? He could pardon himself no matter what he does. So he could go over to Robert Mueller's office and shoot him in the head and kill him and say, I pardon myself. There's nothing that can be done. I could do anything I want and I could get away with it. I am the one citizen of the United States that is above the law. Nobody could prosecute me for anything. I'm God in this nation. And what I say goes. And nobody could take me down, no matter what I do. That's basically what he's trying to set up here, folks. This is a man who doesn't understand democracy, doesn't understand the Constitution, never read it. I'm sure he's never read any of it. The only thing he knows is we have a right to own arms, bear arms, Second Amendment. But he doesn't know much about this government. He thinks when he won, he became king. It's no different than being CEO or owner of a company. The buck stops here. Whatever I say goes. People don't like it. They're shown the door and they're out. I remain in charge. He views the country that way. He views his leadership that way. That's a tinhorn leader. That's third world dictatorship thinking that Donald Trump thinks with. And all his action so far has been pure evidence that he truly thinks that way, folks. Doesn't understand, doesn't want to understand, doesn't want to learn. He's a lazy guy. And he doesn't like to be told no. Like a little kid, like I said, he has a 4-year-old mentality. And he doesn't like to be told no. And that's why he doesn't listen to any of his advisors. He doesn't stop tweeting. He doesn't stop